Hi everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. I believe I'm actually going to post this video on YouTube rather than TikTok. I thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys are new and returning, my name is Angie and I'm a Twin Flame channel. So for today's message, we're going to be tapping in, but we're going to be using red maca to be able to deliver us messages in regards to what our person is currently experiencing on their twin flame soulmate journey. So if you guys resonate with this video and would like to book a personal, you guys can check out my website. It's angiesawakening.com. As well as if these messages resonate, feel free to like as well as comment down below, as it helps with the algorithm for someone else who might be in a similar situation and is looking for answers or clarity in regards to their person. So I'm noticing this word here. What does this word say? Stamina. So I'm already getting messages before I even lay down the maca. So there's something about stamina and parts of your person in terms of confidence that needs support at this time. So there's some sort of adjustment that's happening in terms of their everyday environment. So this could talk about some sort of move or some sort of realization that something isn't working out and then needing to recalibrate or rebalance some sort of idea or plan that they had in terms of what they were working with prior versus what the reality of their situation actually consists of now. There is some sort of clearing that is required for the person we're tapping into. I also feel like as well as there's some sort of timing that's coming forward in terms of a purification. So they're going to be made whole based upon something that's happening to them in their life. There's also some sort of need here to balance the yin-yang energies that they have within themselves. So they're using resources, right? Which is probably why I'm going to be using my red maca to be able to balance some sort of resource or make some sort of wise decision. So there's some sort of decision that has to be made in regards to how to charter their life is what I'm seeing, because I'm seeing a boat. So it's like the boat is docking or moving away from its current circumstance. It's like the ship is coming in, or their opportunity for some sort of change is coming in, but it's up to them if they're going to take some sort of leap of faith, and they need to embody the energy of bravery to be able to take this leap of faith to move into their next chapter. It's like they're charting their courses in your direction, but they need some sort of confidence to do so. So let's pour this out. So the benefits of red maca actually for this one is that it helps with balancing, which is interesting because I was already picking up on that. So red maca is really great because it helps with balancing hormones and energy. It also helps with strength and endurance. So as I talked about, they're going to have to channel or use some sort of strength and perseverance to overcome their next hurdle that is going to present for them. I'm feeling like this person we're also tapping into could be someone who might feel like giving up, or they have gone through quite a bit, and so this is what makes it difficult for them, but they know that they need to gain some sort of insight into what is necessary in regards to what is needed to change. So I'm also seeing here that this person is being protected and divinely guided while they go through this time of transition. So it's like they are getting some sort of wisdom from their experience so that they're able to now not make the same decisions again going forward. So they're being refined, essentially, in the fire. And I'm also using my kunzite as well. So this is a stone that talks about heart healing or healing of the heart. And it also helps to support matters of the heart as well. So this is something that's very sacred to your person or very important, but it's something that I feel that they need to align to. It's like if they want to have, let's say, a happy future or a happy life, then which part of their life is signaling the very opposite of what they would like to manifest? You know, these are the questions that your person is currently analyzing and thinking heavily about at this time. So let me kind of see. I'm just going to intuitively start drawing. So I just drew a Libra symbol. So some of you guys could be dealing with Libra, sun, moon, or rising. Or I also see here as well that some of you guys might expect some sort of change happening for this person's life in Libra season. So Libra season usually happens from September 23rd to October 22nd. So that could be significant. It is also the element of air. So air energy is usually about the mind, and it's masculine in terms of zodiac signs as well too. So I feel like there's some sort of igniting, because Libra is all about how they can ignite or work with people as well to gain something, it feels like, for themselves. So it feels like they're going to be getting some sort of balance or justice in Libra season. So if your person, let's say, has a court case or something along those lines happening, there's some sort of justice. And I'm hearing home as well. So they could be moving as well in Libra season. Let's see what else. So I'm drawing like some sort of circle here. So it feels like there is like a lot of energy that's currently surrounding your person. It's like a buildup of energy is what I feel here. So it feels like this person is going through some sort of buildup or acquiring resources before some sort of like deploitation is what I'm being told. So it's like they're being protected, it feels like, on all sides while they go through this time of transition as well too. I also see here as well that this person may resonate as a life path number 9, because I drew a 9 here as well. This could also signify a music note if I'm looking at it backwards. So they could be getting some downloads or some hits from music that they're currently listening to, or maybe they're hearing some sort of auditory, I'm hearing auditory commands. So it could be some sort of, okay, so I'm hearing karmic is giving them some sort of auditory commands. So it could be that they're with someone that is currently trying to control them, but they're using some sort of spell work as well to control how this person behaves or how they show up. I'm hearing for a lot of you guys, this person is in a desperate need of some sort of clearing to help them. It's like you may have cleared this person already before, but it feels like there is some major interference, because I think the person that we're tapping into might have some sort of karmic soulmate that they're getting ready to cut ties with, and this person feels that on an energetic level, and my hand middle is itching. So usually when that itches, it's all about money. So I feel like this person is doing this because they're looking to gain some sort of money from your person, or there's some sort of assets is what I'm being told is involved. So it's like they may have built a home, or maybe there's some sort of investment that they made with this person. I'm hearing a partner draw. So for some of you guys who resonate with that, it's like every month, or what some people do in certain communities is every month you put in some sort of amount of money that you're supposed to invest in, and at the end of the draw you're supposed to be getting back some sort of large lump sum of money from the draw. So every week somebody puts in, or people put in, it could be however many people you want, and when it comes to your time to receive back the money you're supposed to receive, then you get some sort of large lump sum. So there might be some sort of partner draw that this person is a part of, and they're waiting for that money to come in. So it's like they might be waiting because they know that your person is getting some sort of big lump sum of money, or supposed to get some sort of lump sum of money. But I feel like your person is becoming enlightened to the fact that they're only with your person for their money. So there's something here about money and resources that is what is holding this connection together. So your person may have some sort of debt that they're currently working on resolving, and they want this money to be able to resolve the debt. But at the same time, the person that they're tied to is waiting for them to get some sort of, I'm hearing it's probably over $10,000. Like it's some sort of large lump sum of money your person is getting or going to receive. For some of you guys, if you don't resonate with partner, what I'm hearing as well, it could be some sort of inheritance is what your person is going to receive. So maybe someone in their family passed away recently, or there was something that happened in regards to an investment that they had, that some sort of money is supposed to be coming in as a result of some sort of work they had put in. So I feel that this person also is feeling very confused, because I feel that they know intuitively that your person is thinking that when they get that money, they were supposed to be sharing it with that person, but they're actually thinking about using that money to start over their life in some way. But the person that they're tied to doesn't quite know that this person is planning that. They kind of are playing nice in the sandbox because they don't want this person to know that they have other plans, or they're working on creating something different. It's like they're going to use that money to start over their life in some sort of way, but their ships might not come in until Libra season. So it's like a little bit more time from now, while they get clarity, is like when they will be awarded some sort of money Or for some of you guys, it could be a situation where a deal falls through and they don't actually get the money that they had believed that they were going to receive. I'm also noticing here that this is looking like a heart to me. So I feel like it's like your person or this karmic is going to be heartbroken because they had invested everything in this situation. You know, they were hoping that your person was going to be able to show up for them in some sort of way or give to them. I'm hearing that they were thinking that maybe they could have used some of the money to buy a house together or some sort of property investment, but your person has other plans. So it's kind of good in a way that they're not getting this money right now, because I feel like they need to kind of go through this so that they can see how this person treats them, so that when they do receive what they need to receive, it's like they'll be able to leave. And for some of you guys, this karmic might actually be pregnant or hoping to get pregnant soon for this person, so that when they try to leave, it's hard for them to back away. But I'm hearing that your person is wiser and they've already gone through this type of situation with someone else. So your person may have like another baby mother who's a psycho, and so because of this, it's like they know that this person would try anything they could to keep them around in their zone of awareness. And if they are pregnant, I feel like it's not very long into the pregnancy, but they may have some sort of miscarriage, or they may have had a miscarriage, is what may happen to this person. I know that sounds horrible to say, and I don't wish that on anyone. I've never experienced a miscarriage, but at the same time, it's very unfortunate, you know, when people go through those experiences as well too, right? But it's something about a soul contract as well. So let's see as well. So this to me is looking like a whale. So I feel like this person is realizing that they have to go deep within, because the whale is a mammal that goes deep into the ocean, or goes into the ocean searching for things. So I feel like this person is going to be going through some sort of period where they're going to be discovering something, or going to the depths of their emotions to discover some sort of truth about their self. It also feels like as well, like it's kind of like something where the whale is also a significator that speaks to how you can denote your faith, right? Because with Jonah and the whale, Jonah was swallowed by the whale, and ideally that was to help Jonah come to a consensus. It's like they had been, let's say, resisting a transformation or resisting something for quite a while, but then it's like God is pointing this person in another direction. It's like too many signs, too many things have happened, and this person is kind of like resisting this because they know that they have to change the way that they have been conducting themselves, but they don't want to. It's like this person wants to stay little forever is what I'm being told. They want to stay small, which means that they don't want to show up in a different way. They feel like they're being called to step into some sort of energy of leadership or taking action in some parts of their life. But on one hand, this person feels afraid of having to do this, but they know that the time is coming where they have to now step into, I'm hearing big character era or main character era. So it's like their main character era is going to be all about leadership and standing in your power and being able to have balanced masculine and feminine energies within self, right? Being a leader, right? Being a leader, but also being aware of, you know, how as one is a leader, their choices or actions could actually impact a wider community as a whole. But it's like they want to hide from God. They want to hide from this connection, or they want to hide from their divinity or truth. But at the same time, they're being called to take another direction. Like, it's like, so while they're going through this period where things are drying up, resources are not working out for them, and their only hope is that they hope to acquire some sort of money or advancement, it's like this is helping this person to become enlightened to their circumstance or their situation. Because when we go through a period where, you know, we have to stay still and we can't actually, you know, do everything that we want to do because resources are limited, or money is limited, or advancements are limited, it really helps you to be tempered and to understand that God is in control of your life and your situation too. So this person essentially is being refined in the fire. So while they're going through this period of discovering themselves or realizing their truth, it's like things are not working out for them. So they're feeling upset. I'm feeling for some of you guys, this person might even feel envious of you, because I feel like they may feel like your life is perfect and you don't have the same problems as them. Some of them are even questioning God. Why is it that they chose you to be their counterpart or you to be their soulmate, is what I'm seeing here as well. And this person is feeling very upset that, you know, what they had envisioned for their life is not how their life is currently working out. It's like their life is changing and they have no control of it. It's like this person struggles because they like to be in control of things, and when they feel they have no control, then they feel like they are losing themselves in the process. But it's not that this person, I feel like, is meant to not feel in control of their circumstance or their situation. It's so that they can realize that there are higher forces here that are working for them rather than against them. I feel like this person also feels very jaded, that they think that, you know, source is working against them rather than for them. But it's not even the case. It's not true. But this person has a lot of insecurities and a lot of doubt about that as well, because I feel like everything that they've been told, this connection challenges that, and it challenges them to see things differently. And I feel for a lot of them too, it's like they may have been trying recently to push you away or make you feel like they're not interested, but deep down I feel like this person is very much interested in this connection. It's just that they are afraid of their feelings that they have for you, and they know that if they come around you or if they're around them, they won't be able to resist your energy. It's like that. And I think that might be also some of the spell work that this karmic did as well, is to keep this person away from you while they go through this time of transition too. But I feel like it's not going to work for long. Like, I feel in Leo season, you might actually get some sort of call or contact communication as well from this person too. This to me is reminding me of like a mountain or like a pill. I'm feeling like this is also a hard pill to swallow as well for a lot of people involved in this situation. So it feels like this person is digesting a lot of truths at this time, and I feel the people around them are also digesting a lot of truths as well. So because of this, I feel like it's leading to a situation or a vibe where there is a lot of truths, and I'm hearing truth chills. So it's like a lot of truths that it's like nobody wanted to see or nobody wanted to acknowledge. But this is destiny unfolding, and I feel like it's been taken out of everybody's hands now. This is just the way that it was meant to go in terms of the divine plan for between you and this person as well. So it's like the karmic could try to do spell work, it could try to do whatever, but I feel like this is fate or destiny now unfolding exactly the way the divine plan was meant to unfold. So actually, I'm guided to let you guys know this. So probably I want to say a month and a half ago, I had a dream actually with my person and his karmic. And in the dream, which was crazy because in the dream I saw that the karmic was like standing behind my person. And then it was like she had given me 2 dates. She gave me one date, which was the 7/7 portal, which was yesterday. And she gave me the 21st of July as well as some sort of date. And I was thinking, should I trust this information that this person is giving me, or should I say that this is falsified information? But so far, to be honest, what she had said typically, or what she had said in the dream, is actually coming to pass. So it's like they too, I feel intuitively know that there's something here, or higher forces here are at work. So it's like I actually was able to secure a contract for a big company doing my life purpose, which was very interesting because they gave me this contract yesterday. So I'm going to be, as I said, taking some time away from YouTube and whatever, and focusing a lot of my attention on my life purpose, right? The reason why I'm here. So I feel like this is something that was destiny. Like, no matter what, I feel like this situation was something that was meant to happen, because I felt from the very beginning, like, I remember when I was actually dealing with my Ascension partner prior, which was like a year ago. He essentially opened me up to going into a community that I wasn't familiar with. And I kept feeling like there was, like, I remember one day we had like drove by the place that I'm gonna go for this big contract, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, why am I feel so drawn to this place. I was like, why am I here? Like, as we drove by, I felt very drawn to it, but I couldn't at the time figure out. And I just, like, I remember like nonchalantly just saying, oh, cool, they have this type of place here. And I was like, I didn't know that they had this here. And he's like, yeah, it's been here for a while, blah, blah, blah. And it was like really close to his house as well too. So after we left, I remember like going back to his house. We went out, we bought some stuff, and then we went back to his home. And then I remember thinking to myself, I was like, wow, okay, that's really cool. I wonder if they would be interested in contracts or certain things. And I was like, I don't know, maybe not, maybe not. And then I was like, okay, I'll just leave it and whatever. And so lo and behold, a year later, fast forward after, because that was interesting, because it was actually around this time last year I had discovered that place. I now have a contract with them to be in a leadership position, providing education and training and resources for their staff, for their volunteers, for their community. So it's like a huge community of people. Like we're talking like close to over 1,000 people I'm going to be working with individually, supporting them and doing other things that are tied to my purpose. So it's quite interesting because, as I said, it's a hard pill to swallow. And at first I would question myself. I'm like, can I really do this? Do I have what it takes? Can I really manage this? I'm like, this is a lot. And so initially, like when I told them about the compensation I was seeking, at first they were telling me something else, but I'm like, nah, you need to raise that. And they actually were willing to give me way more than what they had actually asked me to do. And I was like, sweet, I'm sold. I had to do like a big presentation. I met with a lot of executives. It was a huge thing for me. That's why I've been MIA, because I've been so busy dealing with that. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is like, now your person is going to be discovering their life purpose for a lot of them. And so because of that, they can't stay small in regards to their circumstance. They're being called to stand in their power and to make some sort of change, is what I'm being shown. Like it's necessary. They have to make this change. They have to let their light be shown. Especially, I feel for a lot of you guys, if you are a DF watching this, this is giving very much like the energy of, because you have now stand in your power and because you have now changed, it's like your person has no choice but to do the same thing as well. Because the energy vibration has to match on both sides, right? So if you level up and change something, that means this person also has to level up too, right? I mean, they could stay there because the universe doesn't joke with people's free will, right? There's your destiny and there's also free will as well too. But I feel like it's not matching. And so things are getting really bad on your person's side because it's like you're leveling up and they're staying the same. So the status quo has now shifted, and so therefore they can no longer stay down in some sort of darkness. Their light has to be shine. They are light workers, so they cannot expect to resonate or be in that energy of darkness forever. It's like now they have to make changes. It's been taken out of their hands, and this is now destiny unfolding. I'm also seeing here as well like a fish. So fish to me signify pregnancy in the Caribbean. So maybe there's some sort of child that you guys are also getting ready to have with this person as well too. Like I'm noticing the head here, the tail here and whatnot. And fish also signify prosperity too. Right? I'm also hearing blessings. Blessings, prosperity. It could also be pregnancy as well. It could also be the birth of an idea or the birth of some sort of plan, right? Because with pregnancy, it doesn't literally have to mean like you're getting pregnant, you're having a child. Everyone's story is different. But what it could signify is the birth of some sort of new chapter or some sort of new idea. And it was something that I feel was divinely guided by God, by spirit as well too. It's like helping you navigate, or helping this person and your connection navigate through uncharted territories as well. And so because of that, you guys are going to be getting blessings because you guys have changed your life. I'm feeling for a lot of them as well too. They're being called to cut out a lot of people, places, and things that no longer serve them. So friendship groups, communities of people that they had for a very long time, they're being called to close out those cycles with those people as well too. So for a lot of them, I feel this is very scary because they don't really know in terms of how that's going to look or what that will consist of for them, but they know that they're being called to do something different. So a part of them feels nervous, they feel afraid, but at the same time, they feel like it's kind of like a breath of fresh air. They want to start over their life, but they just don't know how to start over their life. You know, like if we could do it over again, like if I had a chance to do it over again, how would I do my life differently? Are the questions that this person is currently thinking about. It's like having a second chance. And I feel even for this connection, you represent a second chance or a separate. So maybe there's some sort of separation that's happening too. It's like with this person. Well, we saw that already with the karmic, but I feel like it's like deeper than that. It's like some sort of separate journey this person is going to be going on alone, so that they're able to come to some sort of conclusion about the direction they want to take in regards to their life and their future as well. So it's like they are now stepping into the energy of being able to be by themselves, so that they're able to create something new for their life. It's like a second opportunity. Some of them might be even thinking about relocation as well, very heavily at this time, right? Because what we do know is that energy frequency in terms of area and geographic location also hold a vibrational frequency. So if you want something that's more high vibrational, then your area may not necessarily support the journey or what it is that you're trying to ground or manifest. So for me, I used to work a lot in the inner city before, right? And then I realized that I have been making more progress working in smaller communities rather than larger communities, is what I realized. It's more higher vibrational, and I'm able to acquire more profits and more benefits to myself and my business as well too. So it's like, I feel like this person may be realizing that as well too, because in the big city, there's too much competition. And I'm hearing that for a lot of them, they're being squeezed out by the competition. So maybe prior contracts or things that they had before, I feel like we might be tapping into someone who might also be an entrepreneur as well, or may acquire different businesses, or might be looking at how they can expand their career if they're not in that space. And what they're realizing is the same area that used to bring them a lot of abundance and security is now drying up. So for some of them, I'm hearing that some of the contracts they may have had from prior or the previous year may have decided to go with other people and not them anymore. Because I'm hearing that maybe this person was once reliable, but because of the situation that they found themselves in, it could be because of court or because of their mood or because of their issues, they have become a little bit unreliable. And so the people are getting tired of having your person, not really show up as they used to. Or maybe this person is starting to set boundaries with people, which is now creating some sort of rift between the people that they used to acquire work from prior. There's something about this person that has changed. It could really be their work ethic or how they have been showing up has changed. Or this person is more of like in survival mode. So they kind of just do what is necessary, but they're not going above and beyond like they used to prior. It's like their passion has died in this area too, and the people are starting to notice that. And so because of that, I feel some of them have even talked to your person about maybe doing something else, or maybe trying to connect them to other resources or point them in another direction. But your person is very stubborn. So I feel for a lot of them, they try to stuff down how they really feel or repress it, but it's very evident in their work and how they are showing up at work. It's like their passion is no longer in this, but they're trying to force it because they need that paycheck to pay their bills. But at the same time, it's not leaving them with much gratification because they're not making very much money as a result of this. It's like they used to make a lot of money doing this, but now their abundance has dried up. It's like all areas of their life has been impacted by this karmic cycle they have found themselves in. And I feel like a part of this was their karma, because they needed to go through this refinement process in order to choose another direction, right? I'm noticing even the fish is looking on to another direction here. So it's speaking to setting your sights or chartering yourself in another area, going into uncharted territory. All of this is happening in terms of their karma because it's meant for this person to take something else, to take a new approach. It's like all of their friendship groups, their people around them are also noticing that your person is not themselves. This situation, I feel like even the separation between you guys is also weighing very heavily on this person's heart. Separation, or like very limited to no contact, I feel like it's really weighing heavily on this person's their psyche and their heart. It just doesn't feel right to them. Their environment, their life that they manifested, it's like when they look back on everything that they've gone through, some of them may have even come from another country and came here, and it's like when they think about how their life is going, direction that things are heading in, and what has now happened, it doesn't match with their future that they had envisioned would be possible for themselves. I actually could speak to this because I remember, like, before I decided to take this leap of faith, go back to school, change my career, do everything, manifest new beginnings, I was in a job like that, where it's a job where you are working as like a government worker, or you're working in a very prestigious place. like your name, like my name was outside the door. I had my office, I had assistants bringing me coffee, bringing me stuff, giving me gifts. People looked up to me. I was working with politicians. Like I was in a very high profile type of job, right? That was me. And I did this all before the age of 30. So it's like I was making my money. I was making over 6 figures doing this profession. But when I sat back and I was in my office, one day I was looking out the window and I was thinking to myself, all I have every fucking day is meetings. I have meeting after meeting. I can't even eat my lunch. I have to like scarf down my lunch. I'm sitting at my desk. It's like 8, 9 o'clock at night. I'm still working. I got to drive home because I was working in an inner city. So I had to like drive home from that inner city because I lived more in like a suburb community. And I'm like, what's the point of all of this? Because I can't really have much time to spend with my person. I don't really have much time even for myself. I feel like I'm gaining all this weight. And that was like when my weight was like at its like peak pretty much. And I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, no, something has to change. So it feels like that. It's like your person is realizing that it's very lonely at the top is what I'm hearing also. It's like when you finally feel like you've made it, or you look back on your circumstance and you say to yourself, I made it. I was able to accomplish all these things on my own. When you go back to that now and you start analyzing your circumstance and you start thinking to yourself, you're like, but nobody's here with me. I've shut out all my family and friends because I've been so busy working or just concentrating so hard on building this thing or working and trying to build life with someone else. You know, building someone else's dreams is what I realized. Like when I was doing that job, I was building my director and my executive director's dreams. This wasn't my dream. This was their dream that they wanted me to help them build. And I had realized that I had the power to change things. I went through like a massive awakening during that time. Massive. Like I changed everything. That was when I had lost like the most of my weight, and like when I was really like hardcore looking for that change. I went back to school. I quit my job on the spot. I told them fuck off. I quit. I went through a massive change. So this is what it feels like is happening for your person. It's a serious awakening. You know, to realize that, wow, you know, after all this I sacrificed, this is what my future is. I'm working like 7 days a week. I don't even have enough money for myself to go on a vacation or a trip or spend time alone. I feel like the people around me are fake as fuck, because that's what I realized. Like the people around me were only like, I mean, I was nice to them, like the assistants and everything. I was really nice to them. I wasn't an asshole to them. But like for other people, it's like my director brought me out kind of like to be that one to kind of like drop the hammer on them, and she would side with me and agree with me and whatever. But I was like, why do I have to have these conversations over and over again with these people day after day, year after year? I'm like, these people are not getting it. And I started to get really frustrated by the circumstance, because I'm like, this project is going nowhere. I'm like, I'm not wasting my time doing this anymore. I'm like, this is just a waste of my time. So it's like that kind of feeling I feel like your person is now realizing. It's like they're going through this. They're realizing, holy fuck, I'm going through an awakening. I feel disconnected from everyone. I feel disconnected from myself. I don't even know who I am. I look in the mirror and I don't even know who the frig I am anymore. It's that kind of awakening. It's like that total disconnection from who you really are and what you really felt was necessary for you to be in this lifetime. It's like a total disconnection from everything. Your community, your family, your friends, yourself. Totally disconnected from who you are. They don't even know who they are anymore. When they look in the mirror, it's like they're so disgusted by how they may have, let's say, cut everyone off to be in the situation, to only realize that they look around and it's very lonely. Nobody's here. So day after day, they go through this job, they go through their situation, they go through their housing, they hate it there, they hate their job, they hate the people they work with. If they are working, let's say, by themselves, they hate the working conditions they have. They feel like they need more for themselves, but it's like this person is just stubborn, thinking that this is the only way that they have to fulfill themselves on that level. Which is very sad, because, you know, to feel that disconnected and then feel like you have no other choice is very disappointing, because we always have a choice in terms of what we do. I feel like it's not going to be easy. Like when I, let's say, quit my job and I went back to school, was that easy? No. I had to sacrifice. I took a massive pay cut. I ended up doing a lot of things differently. But at the same time, I can see now that my hard work is paying off. And I feel like your person is also working on no longer getting that instant gratification. I feel the person we're tapping into is used to always getting that instant gratification as well. So for them, it's like the only way that they can see that something is working is if it shows itself or it manifests immediately. So it's very much like tempering them, because it's like you don't always have to see the results immediately, but you just know and have to trust that you are on the right track. It's like the need here to trust yourself and trust your intuition, because that's the only way this person is going to be able to come out of this mess that they created. I'm also feeling here that there is like some sort of hermit mode that this person is. You could be dealing with a Virgo as well. Sun, moon, or rising. So I feel like this person is in some sort of hermit mode at this time while they go through a discovery period in terms of finding themselves in a different regard. This person may not be ready to talk until next month is what I'm hearing, or maybe 3 months from now. It's like they're not ready to speak. And that might be after they go through some sort of breakup and then they relocate somewhere else is what I'm being told as well. For some of you guys who are watching this, a select few. For some of them, I feel like they're not going to be ready to speak until when they, let's say, may apply for school, or they might decide to change something about their career. That's when this person may then open up and decide that they're ready to vocalize that or speak to people about what they've now done. But secretly, I feel behind the scenes, this person is making plans, but they're not letting anyone know their plans. They're keeping that very close to their chest because they don't know who they can trust, and they feel very much isolated at this time. They feel very alone. You know, this is a dark night of the soul in terms of someone we're tapping into. It's like that downward spiral, you know, that downward spiral that is causing some sort of dark night of the soul and a turmoil within. Their outer world is not reflecting what they want to feel inside themselves, and so because of that, they feel very conflicted inside, and they feel very stuck, and they feel very trapped in their circumstance. But I feel like this person is going to be getting some sort of enlightenment or clarity about what they need to do in terms of their next steps very soon. It's like the light of change usually has to come on before someone can, you know, see the light at the end of the tunnel, or see where they can now, you know, move forward from the circumstance. But I feel like this person is not seeing how their circumstance is improving. If in their mind it's getting worse, but it has to get worse so that it can get better. You know, so that your person can learn the necessary lessons. It is the Hierophant. You could also be dealing with the Taurus as well. Earth signs are very heavily prominent, and I feel air signs. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I'm feeling very strongly may resonate, and I'm also hearing as well air signs. So that's Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius may resonate, Sun, Moon, or Rising heavily for your person yourself, or might be very prominent in placements in their chart. Some water, but I'm feeling very much air and earth. So your person is learning on how to not get that immediate gratification, and how to be more open and receptive to hearing the voice of spirit. Because that's the only way that they're going to be able to come out of their circumstance. I feel that this person has been trying to shut spirit out, or shutting out the signs and synchronicities, but it's becoming too overpowering now that they cannot no longer resist it. You know, this is calling for this person to charter themselves in another direction. Because if now they're realizing, hey, I'm this age and my life sucks. I don't feel happy here. I don't feel fulfilled. Nothing is working out for me. I'm around people that I hate and I despise. And I feel more and more by the days your person's patience is running out, but it's happening so that they can be tempered to take another direction, or to go through some sort of refinement process. But they're being refined, and they're being reborn again in the fire. So don't give up on your person. Send them love and light if you can, or you guys can, you know, clear them. I no longer do SRTs. I no longer do spiritual clearing. I moved out of that energy. So unfortunately, but maybe if you shoot your shot or shoot your case, if you want to email me, if this reading resonates, maybe this could help this person as well with being able to see some sort of light or change, you know, because they're in a really dark place right now. So I might be able to do 1 or 2 people clearing if you guys email me and shoot your case, but I'm not really doing those clearings anymore for anyone. I've stopped, like, I haven't done clearings in probably at least 6 months to a year. I've stopped doing them. I can do them, but I choose not to. I just don't feel like doing them. But if you guys are in a very bad situation, and, you know, and I feel called, I might be able to help you or point you in the direction of who you might be able to see in regards to clearing. So that's what I have for you guys. I know this was a very interesting type of reading, but I hope that these messages resonate. You guys can feel free to comment down below, or like, as well as subscribe to my channel. And I thank you guys so much for your love and support. And as always, love and light to you guys. And check out my website if you'd like to book a personal read. And as always, guys, love and light. Take care.